Let's get it. Let's get it. Push day today. Little push, little pull action today. It's a Friday. So I want to do 3 more sets with this superset. And then from there, we'll go superset into pull-ups. And then we'll go from there. So it'll be fun. My brother, come on.
Let's go.
Come on, brother. Come on, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Appreciate you, brother. So that's the game plan today. Oh, not the game plan, but that's what we're gonna do for the next couple of sets. So let's get it in. As you can see, it's a lot of pull-ups now that I've been incorporating into my workout. Pull-ups to me is just one of the most fundamental, one of the best exercises you could do, just body weight. You know, pull-ups, your push-ups, your dips is so necessary. Man, it could be anything. It could be all incline, flat. The best thing for that is just to be well-rounded. Any exercise can be used for mass. It's just how you're eating to complement it. Guys, I'm thinking if I should just, we'll go 1 more set with this superset. Then I'll go straight arm pull downs, and then we'll superset it with more pull-ups. Doing a big fast today. Let's try to go for like 14 hours on this fast. We'll see if we can get there. Dying. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, because yesterday I did straight arm pull downs and we superset them with push-ups. So now I want to go into supersetting with pull-ups. So. So we'll do that. We'll go pull-ups, straight arm pull downs, pull-ups, and then we'll get into our push movements not so long after. So that's the plan. That's the plan for right now. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'm 230. You know, so it looks like maybe the calories aren't matching the goal for mass. You know, that's why I tell everybody, you got to count those macros. You don't have to be a stickler and be right to the gram, but you guys need to count calories. You need to know your baseline. Kidding me? Heart rate's 147. You could fast. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with fasting. Heart rate 136. Let's get it back down to the 120s, and then we'll get into it again. Guys, we got 7 people in here, and let's hit the like button. Let's get 7 likes before we get out of here. 127. 120. That's how I'm basing my breaks now. It's gonna be based on the heart rate. But the goal is to try to recover as fast as possible. That's how you know your body's starting to adapt. Let's go again. The back gets so fatigued. That's why the pull-ups are trash. But that's the challenge. It's good, it's good, it's good. It's good. Let's keep this intensity going. Let's keep the intensity going. We're gonna get under this incline bar too. Oof. 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 One more set. One more. Awesome, get it, get it. Appreciate that like, whoever hit the like button. Oh. Guys, make sure, I'm gonna sound like a YouTuber, like, comment, subscribe, share this, share the page, share the channel. We're trying to grow this thing, trying to get to 3,000 subs by end of the month. I don't know, we're gonna see. You know, I think we could possibly do it, but it's going to be a team effort. So guys, the more subs we get on here and the more I see you guys are interested in the content, I promise you we could do more. I definitely can bring more to the channel, but for me, I just have to like see that you guys are down. You know, I don't care how big or small, I just wanna see if you guys are down. Let's go. A measly 9. Heart rate 135. So the goal for me, I'm staying in that zone 2 heart rate. I have noticed once I started to really do a lot of zone training with my cardio and conditioning, I saw a massive difference in kind of dictating a little bit better my conditioning as far as getting leaner, putting on size, how much cardio do I need, how much should I pull back, things like that. Because for me, at the end of the day, all of this is just data at the end of the day. So, and with real estate, it's data. All this is data, data, data. So if you can understand that, and I'm thinking we go incline hammers. So if you understand that, then you'll realize the more data you can start to get, now you can really dictate what's going on. Keeping the reps light again. I'm thinking since it's plate loaded, we'll go 2 plates each side, and then we'll superset with that. So we'll go from there, and then we'll add on. So now I'm really getting into the hypertrophy. Really getting to that hypertrophy phase more than anything. You know, I was really focusing on strength before, and now I want to start running that mass program where I'm just focusing on building muscle. I mean, I'm dieting down now, but in terms of like, even when this diet's over, we're gonna go and put on that size. So that is the goal. Yeah, so let's kill it. Now, obviously, guys, yes, I could go way heavier, right? Yes, absolutely. I can load 4 plates on here with no problem, but that is not the goal. You know, the goal is I really am focusing on that high endurance, high rep count, and focusing on hypertrophy. So but I think we might be able to, I think we're gonna go to 3 plates because that felt a little too damn light. That felt a little too damn light. We're gonna keep it at 2. Ooh. Let's get the heart rate down to 122 again. We're at 135. You guys can see. Once again, I'm just basing it off of the numbers. I'm just basing it off of numbers. You know, if I recover faster, we get into it faster. Takes a little longer, you know, I'll wait a little bit, but I still want to try to keep pushing it so my body can adapt, so. But I'm getting sidetracked here. At the end of the day, it's just numbers and analytics. You gotta find like the right spot for the seat. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Then tonight, it's either going to be jiu-jitsu or I'll be back in here for round 2, but more than likely we'll be at jiu-jitsu later. So, oh, almost there. 125. Let's go again. So yeah, so I'm gonna run this for end of this month, through the month, going into next month, and just see what comes from it. So far so good though, I like it. But yeah, I say all that, and next week we're going back heavy, so we'll see. We'll just see what happens. We'll just see how it feels. We'll just see how it feels. Let's go again. Yeah, okay, back. Yeah. Let's go one more, guys. I'm thinking, should we go right into, what's up, brother? How you doing? Good. I'm thinking, should we go right into, maybe go right into the dips? Go right to the weighted dips. I want to make sure at least, I always say I'm going to do them and I never do. So I think we'll go weighted dips next. That's the idea. Let's go. 125 heart rate, let's work. Gotta push a little bit harder. Yeah, I think I want to hop into the weighted dips. Because there's only one dip bar that I actually like to use. So I want to catch it before people hog it up. Oh. Babe. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Should we go into, yeah, let's go weighted dips, guys. Why not? Oh. Man, let me drink some freaking water. That's the problem. I'm not drinking enough water when I'm actually training. I just forget. And then I'm behind on my water, then I get all bloated and look crazy. So I'm thinking maybe this extra 50 pounds on for the weighted dips. That's what I'm thinking. Champion, what's going on, brother? Guys, I'm coming back. So I think we go a couple sets on here, and then we'll make it happen. I'm just talking to the camera. Oh. I've been slacking on the dips. So we'll make sure we get it in. How are you? How are you? I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for asking, I appreciate you. So yeah, guys, we'll get on eventually. Brother, you mind if I hit a set?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I just jumped in while you were gone, bro.
Yep, just an average dude. Whew. Guys, I keep telling you, do not sleep on the dips. The bodyweight exercises are so key. So make sure you get those dips in. And can we What's up? What's the question? Man, if you were a teen, there's no reason to cut. There's no reason to diet. You don't do any of that. You just eat, clean, go to sleep, do your work, and grow. Don't take anything, because at that point, as a teen, everything is just firing at 150%. There's no need for it. I sincerely feel like that. There's no reason. If you legitimately just live a healthy lifestyle and eat like a madman, you will see everything that you need. You know, don't diet, because dieting is another culprit. You know, stunts growth. Probably what happened to me. That's why, no, I was always gonna be short. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend quite a few sets on here. Yes, it's a chest day, but I'm telling you, the dips are essential to chest development. I wholeheartedly believe that. And we're still going to get another machine in as well, but I'm big on these dips, especially the weighted dips. Italy in the building. I'm still trying to go to Italy one day. That is on the list. That is on the bucket list. Almost went last year, actually. I still think, I don't know, dips and pull-ups just give just a different feeling. I don't know. You know, when you feel after a good set under like a barbell, bench press, something like that, yeah, you just feel awesome, feel good. But something about doing a hard set of just dips or pull-ups, I don't know, it feels different. I mean, when I first started, probably, and also for me, when I first started working out, that's all that I was doing. It was just, I wasn't even, I did not have a gym membership, actually. I was at the park or at my place just doing body weight. So that was kind of the base of my training, which is why I think I'm able to do pull-ups and push-ups and dips now at the weight I am now, because I started off doing them and I never stopped. Ugh. How are you? Good, how you doing today? Good. We got 13 people in here and only 5 people hit that like button. Can we change that? Can we change that, guys? Yeah, guys, a lot of dips. We're gonna be on here. How you doing? We gotta do them, guys. It's boring, I know. Dips are not the most fun, entertaining, but it's not, I promise you. Look up Mike Metzer and his thoughts on doing dips. You know, he's where I got the inspiration to really start doing massive amount of dips, was Mike Metzer. You know, and he's one of be pioneers, one of the legends when it comes to this. We all know that. So appreciate it. Whoever hit that like button, I appreciate you guys. We're at 7 likes. Appreciate the both of you. Listen, if we can get the likes to 10, that would be amazing. Guys, why do I keep saying this? Why do I keep bringing this up? It really pushes the stream, it pushes the channel. I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, you know, we've been finding each other, right? Like, because at the end of the day, I'm here to find you guys, essentially. So I appreciate you guys for that. You know, the objective of the channel and to why I curate the content is so I can find you guys, you know, that you guys can resonate with this content. But I need your help also, you know, sharing it, commenting, hitting the like. I know it sounds corny. I get it, but it helps grow, trust me. Appreciate it. You know, I appreciate you guys. Let's hit another set. And this is just a 50 pounder. Like I said, I'm really trying to maximize the reps. Full range of motion, good form. Having a little pause at the top. Yeah, really just making sure the form is intact. So obviously I can go heavier on this too, but that is not the objective. And it keeps the heart rate high also is another reason why I like it. That's another reason. Yes, sir. And dips you can do anywhere, guys. You can find a dip bar anywhere. Well, not really, not really. Out here you can, like there's a ton of parks out here where every park has a dip bar, a pull-up bar. You know, but I know it's not like that everywhere. But if you can find it, find one, go, I would say go, especially when the weather gets warm. Guys, get outside and go to the park. Go do your pull-ups. You know, you don't always have to be bound to the gym. You know, it gets warm outside or cold. Go outside, you know, invest in a sandbag, maybe invest in some battle ropes. You know, get to a park, do your pull-ups, do your ropes, do your sandbag training. You know, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Don't feel like you have to be just confined to the gym. It doesn't, that's not it. That's not, no. Switch it up, you know. As long as it's conducive to the goal, do it. Let's go again. What's up? How you doing? We'll go one more set. Actually, let's finish it out without the dumbbell. So let's at least hit 2 more sets maybe. No weight. And then we'll move on. I definitely want to get into another incline movement, incline machine. So we'll just finish it up. No weight, and we'll keep going. I've already hit probably like 80 pull-ups already, so I think we're covered on the pull-ups for right now. Usually I try to hit about 100 pull-ups a day minimum. But we're here, guys. This is it. This is what a Friday looks like for me. A Friday afternoon. You know, after I get out of here, I'm gonna put my real estate hat on, go look at some new properties, trying to get another rental, hopefully soon. So that's in line. And then we'll be back to jiu-jitsu, or I'll do another session here later on this evening. So. This old bed is working. Oh. Oh. Let me put the dumbbell away, we'll get back to it.
That energy and what they said,
I do not know. I don't.
Oh, you just stay beach ready, huh?
I just all year round.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Let's move on, shall we? Yeah. People have been asking, do I compete a lot lately? So I don't know. You know, I compete in jiu-jitsu, but you know, many moons ago, I did want to compete in bodybuilding. Many moons ago, I really wanted to be a bodybuilder. This is like 20 years ago. I really wanted to get into bodybuilding. I wanted to compete. So, I mean, that's definitely come and gone now. But yeah, that was the goal. That was the goal. So now, this old man just tries to stay as healthy as possible. I even forget healthy because I'm killing myself, but I just try to make sure I slow down this clock. You know, I see some other 42-year-olds and I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I keep this thing up. I can't be, I'm an old fart already, but I can't be an old fart all the time. I gotta get another gym membership. Like, it's starting to get too much in here. It's like, I gotta get away from all these distractions. Ugh. 9 likes. I appreciate you whoever hit the like button. Guys, we got 17 people in the building. I know I'm getting annoying. Let's hit that like button. I know we can at least hit 10 likes before we get out of here. Oh. This is another one, don't sleep on. I used to think like, oh, this is the trash machine. You can get some good work out of it. I think you do have to keep in mind keeping it light, keeping it as light as possible. Not as light as possible, but it's very easy to break form. That's a better way of phrasing it. It's very easy to break form, I feel, on this. And before you know it, shoulders, everything else is working, as opposed to your chest. Well, I mean, your shoulders are involved, but you're trying to contract your chest so you can move it. With saying that, I want to go a little bit lighter. Okay, we hit 10 likes. Whoever just did that to get me to 10 likes, I appreciate you. I appreciate that. All right, at least we got 10. You guys are crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, switching this program up has been real good, but that's how it works, guys. There's no one way. I'm not gonna say this is what you need to do. It does not work like that. Find what works for you. Find your groove. I'm just really just documenting what has been working for me, and pull what you need to pull from it and keep going. There's some fundamental rules. There's some rules where it's like, yes, this is something you have to do. But once you get the foundation, switch it up. You gotta try. You have to try. I've tried so many different programs and rep ranges, set counts, how much time off, how many days. Look at this. 130. Let's go at it again. Hey, how are you? Yeah, so don't sleep on this, I'm telling you. It has its benefit. Say it again. I'm gonna smash some food when I get home. I am starving. I did a big fast. Well, this will be a big fast once I actually break it. I'm like, I can't wait to eat. Ugh. Of course, we're gonna go again. Obviously, I don't follow the 2-set rule. Obviously, I don't follow the 2-set rule. I do a lot of sets. I'm big on the volume. For me. Let's go. Now I do want to hit some machine dips. I know that sounds counterintuitive to want to hit machine dips after we did regular dips. But I could overload with seated dips, and I don't put a lot of strain on the shoulders, especially that insertion point of the pec and the shoulder, or the insertion point of the pec actually, which is where a lot of the strain happens when you do dips. So now that I'm pretty fatigued, but I still want to get that motion, I will go into seated. So that's kind of my ideology or my concept with that. And I can really squeeze on it as well. So that is the goal that we're trying to achieve. Yep. We're in here, guys. We're in here. I still have to do some cardio also. And I'm going to do some calves, and I'm going to do these forearms. So we got some boring stuff coming up. I won't keep you guys for that. We'll see. Ugh. We're in here, we're in here. Share the channel with somebody you know. Share the channel with somebody you know. Yeah, the heart rate's obviously not gonna be that high with this, or I should say I can recover faster with this so we can get into it faster. 11 likes, whoever hit that like button, I appreciate it. And we're moving on. I would like to get over. There we go. It's time for a new gym, guys. I'm telling you. Time for a new gym, guys. Let's hit it. Ooh. Guys, double tap the screen if we're good. Let me know you guys are still in the building. Hit the like so I know you guys are in the building. Whoa. I'm checking out the stock market. We're doing all right today. We're not doing too bad today. That was terrible, I know. That was terrible. I already know. See, remember, guys, I was already working out before I started the stream, so I'm on fumes now. I'm on straight fumes. Ugh. Ridiculous. I do jiu-jitsu. I'm glad you noticed. But yeah, I do jiu-jitsu. I've been doing jiu-jitsu now for 13 years. This year makes last year makes 13 years, so over 13 years now I've been doing it. So that's what holds me accountable, to be honest with you, is jiu-jitsu. You know, if I had to compare the two like weightlifting versus doing jiu-jitsu, like what's harder, what's been the hardest for me, 100% jiu-jitsu all the way. Jiu-jitsu is one of the hardest things I've done physically and mentally. In terms of like the combination of the two in one element, it's crazy. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I got my black belt back in 2022 is when I got my black belt. Yeah, I'm down here in Georgia. So my professor got his black belt from under Henzo, and his professor got his black belt under Henzo. So we're under that lineage. But yeah, my professor's professor got his black belt from Henzo. Then obviously we follow under that lineage. So, but yeah, I love it. I'm so glad I picked it up. I wish I picked it up sooner. I mean, I'm an old man now, but I wish I would have started way, way sooner. Like, I wish I started in my teens. Oh. That's why I don't have like a freaking ego in here. Also, guys, like, if one thing jiu-jitsu will do, it will humble the crap out of you. You're never gonna be the best. You'll never be at 100%. There's always somebody better than you. You just haven't ran across them yet. So that's where the humility and being humble comes from. And I carry that in here, and whatever I'm doing is the humility. You know, regardless if it's the gym, work-related, relationships, there's a certain humility you have to have. Appreciate that, Anna. I feel old though. I mean, shoot, I'm 42, but jiu-jitsu will add a couple years to you. But yeah, this is why I'm so, you gotta be humble, because, my academy, many academies around the world, you go into a jiu-jitsu room and there's people who look the most unassuming people on the world. You think they're just like librarians, but they're the most dangerous. Wrestling is another one. Like, those rooms, it will humble you. If you have an ego coming in, it's going to shatter it. Now, having an ego, there's a healthy ego in a sense that, hey, you feel you could be better. You feel you could do more. And that's a form of confidence, but you got to get the reps in. So you got to be like, that's why in here, like, bro, I don't want no problems with anybody. They want to try to out muscle me and like show that they can lift more than me in here. If I'm on the bench, they got to come right next to me. I'm like, you guys can have it. Leave me alone, so. And I just carry that energy. Now, I'm not gonna let anyone disrespect me, obviously, but I just carry a certain energy where, well, there's no ego. Like, who am I? I'm nobody special. Like, I'm just a crazy old dude who's having a midlife crisis. That's all that this is. I was talking about it yesterday. This is what midlife crisis looks like. You going crazy on the workouts, jiu-jitsu, all of that. Let me have some freaking water. See, that's another thing. Jiu-jitsu, you forget to drink water, and I'm like that even in here. Like, I go a whole hour rolling and I don't even drink anything. And it's crazy with these dudes in here. And it's like, I remember I was in a different gym a while ago. And one of the dudes that was working out, he was like an ADCC medalist. He medaled in the ADCC trials. He's an ATT guy out here. And I'm like, I even walked up to him and I was like, bro, these guys don't even know who the hell you are. And I'm like, slimmer dude, maybe like, he was like in the 150s, maybe like 150 pounds, my height. I walked up to him because I immediately knew who he was. And I was like, they don't even know who the hell, they don't even know you're a killer. They don't even know you're the killer in here. So I find it funny. So that's why I tell everybody, guys, Just be cool with everybody, or just don't say anything. You know, like you don't have to say be cool, but be respectful. You know, I really carry that wherever I go. You know, even if if I'm not in the wrong, if the person's being a dick, whatever, I want no problems. Say I'm sorry. You know, I have nothing to prove. You know, and once again, jiu-jitsu really teaches you that. You know, it really teaches you about that humility, and it's so powerful. And I think more of us need to walk with that, especially. And then look, the gym, body game, whatever you want to call it. Look, I know it's based on the ego. Like it's an ego-driven thing. You have to find the balance. You know, you got to find the balance. You know, and that's coming from someone who's wearing the shortest shorts on the planet, right? And I'm talking about being, you know, humility and humble. But you get what I'm saying. I like my short shorts, and that's just what I like to wear. But, you know, I try to be invisible in here, basically. Social media played a role in this. You know, social media played a role with this. You know, unfortunately. And it kind of sucks. I was talking about the other day, and I'm gonna get another set. I'm gonna do these calves. I was talking about the other day, it's like, man, there used to be like a camaraderie, a community when it came to just hitting the gym, and like, you know, it'd be like a real family. And I think we left that. Everybody became or wanted to become the star. And that's coming from somebody who has a YouTube channel talking about working out and all that stuff, right? I get it. But there was a time when there was like that community, and I think we really left that, unfortunately. You know, we really left that family kind of vibe, because I came from that kind of cloth where it was like, man, it was like a group, it was a crew. You know, jiu-jitsu is like that, yes, but even now I think jiu-jitsu, it's so divisive, and when I initially started versus now, completely different. You know, 13 years ago when I started, it was a different jiu-jitsu than what it is now. And I do wish we can get back to that. I really do. See, and you're good in my book. I appreciate it. You're good in my book. You know, let's get it. But yeah, this is midlife crisis workouts. You know, I'll be in a Porsche probably, you know, 2 months from now, having another midlife crisis. So we'll have more content. But no, the dream car is actually the M3. Like, that's really the dream car. Let's hit these calves before I forget. Well, yeah, guys, like, well, I've always wanted an M3 since been in my 20s. I used to live in Jersey, and it's like not everyone that I knew, but a lot of people just had M3 was just the car to have out there. I mean, M3 is the car to have anywhere, but Jersey, you would just really see it. And I was like, man, one day. And I'm talking about when the M3 was the coupe. That's how long I've been a fan and wanting an M3. So one day, I got to get a couple more rental properties, and you know, we'll have the M3. Couple more rental properties in the M3. M3 will happen, or shoot. If the money starts really coming in with this channel, we'll have it even sooner, but we'll see. We'll see. I do want that M3 though. Like, that is the dream car for me, is that M3. I low-key on my way home. I mean, obviously, you could take multiple ways to go home, but I take this one specific way to go home because you have to pass the BMW. I have to pass the BMW dealership, and from the gym, I always pass the dealership. Like, I have to pass it. Like, I'm a firm believer, like, you gotta see it, you gotta envision it, you gotta really have it in your head and then follow it by action, of course. But I'm a firm believer in seeing it, seeing what you want. Like, whatever that looks like. For me, I gotta drive past that dealership every time I finish working out, you know, and every time, you know, I look for, okay, let me see if I see, how many M3s can I see? Or how many M4s can I spot? Or now, you know, the new M2 CS just came out. So I'm always looking for those. You gotta see it. Now we get the M3 on this channel. Man, have a good one, bro. I appreciate you. Man, we get an M3 on this channel. What? You know how crazy that would be? Damn. I really just gonna start bothering me now. I really want to get that M3, like for real. It just looks, they just look so sick to me. I'm definitely the goofball that's watching like the unveiling videos, and when they're gonna go to the dealership and pick it up, I watch all those videos. I get all happy for them. And we're gonna make sure we hit these forearms. I always try to finish off the workout with just some basic forearm curls, because I do have some skinny forearms, I won't lie. So I do want to finish off with that. And I used to have skinny calves too. That's why I do calves every day. I used to have these skinniest calves, which is like ironic now, but yeah, I used to have very skinny calves. I used to have skinny legs. Ooh. This doesn't feel any better. But yeah, I am looking for another gym to start training at, even if it's a different LA Fitness, because it's weird. I'm weird. So look, I'm cool to say what's up to everybody. Like, I don't mind, you know, coming in saying what's up. That's fine. But when I notice it's starting to become just like a routine, you know, and it's kind of taking away from the focus of the workout, I got to switch it up. So, and that's kind of what's happening, where it's becoming, I feel like I'm becoming just too cool with everybody in here. And it's taking me off like the purpose of why I'm supposed to be in here. That's to train and leave. So yeah, I'm looking for another location. I keep saying I want to just sign up to just find like a 24-hour gym. But even before that, or along with that, I just need to find even a different location where nobody knows me. I can just train. Man, that's powerful. That's really powerful to hear that. I didn't even look at it like that. You know, I didn't even look at it like that. And that's really making, that one statement, let me just read it out loud to everybody. I'm with that. It's up to us to show the new generation how to create the family environment they don't know how to. They're the most connected and disconnected at the same time due to social media. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. And then, once again, it's generational. If your pops is doing the same thing on the social media, you know, then what is the son gonna emulate? So I received that. And we do need to get back to that. And it is up to us. And I was having a conversation with somebody about that. It is very true. I agree with that wholeheartedly. But in your opinion, what would be some steps that we would need to take? And Also, let me go into another point. Hey, we can't get rid of social media. So how do we use social media then to help connect or get us back connected? You know, what do you think? You know, what I do, all I can do is make sure I just lead by example. What I believe, my beliefs and my representation, I want to make sure I'm actually embodying it and doing it. These calves are cooking right now. These calves are getting cooked right now. Because I'm in agreement. Home stretch, we're almost there. We are almost there. I do want to knock out some abs also. Trying to get those chunky abs through the shirt. That is the motto. That is the motto. Let's move on, shall we? Couldn't even get up. Let me fill up this water. I need to make sure I'm drinking. I'm not getting, I usually was trying to hit for like 2 gallons of water daily, and I'm missing the mark a little bit. I gotta get back to drinking the water. Yeah, so let's hit these forearms. I like to just burn these bad boys out. Yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. This has been, over the last couple of weeks, it's been good. It's been good. I've been finding the team. So we're gonna keep it going. So now we're gonna hit these forearms. Super simple, nothing special. Nothing special. Just gonna do some forearm crunches. Then we're gonna get up out of here. Well, I'm gonna do my abs, but I won't have the stream going on for abs. You guys don't care about that. You guys don't care about that. You guys don't care to see me work abs. We don't do it. But literally, I'm just gonna use 10s. And we're just gonna go as far as we can go with it to failure. So, like I said, just the basic forearm crunch. Yeah, I just like to finish off with them. Nothing special. It's a good burn, just like I finish off with calves or finish off with abs. But I always just try to make sure those body parts that we may not pay attention to, just to make sure to get the attention. Making sure you're doing my mobility work, working the joints, making sure I'm strengthening the joints along with strengthening the muscle. It's all those little things that are necessary, especially as you do get older, you know, because these injuries don't heal as fast as they used to. You know, so you have to be mindful of stuff like that. But it's no excuse. You already know we're gonna keep going regardless. But these are, I'm literally just using 10s. And we're just gonna go probably like 40 count. And even make it. But don't sleep on the 10s. I'm telling you, don't sleep on the 10s. I know it looks easy. Your forearms start blowing up very fast, especially if you have weaker forearms in terms of strength, not necessarily size. They will blow up fast. And that's something I realized. I didn't have good forearm strength. Yeah, I agree. If we all could, you know, give that little helping hand, or just really just not even like give that helping hand. I don't even like saying it like that. Just creating the bridge. Just creating a bridge. I think that's a better way to put it. Just create the bridge. Create the bridge. You know, the more bridges we can create, the more I feel like, yeah, we could definitely benefit. Everybody can benefit. So I agree with that. Easier said than done for sure. I think it's really just going to take everybody just doing their part, and really, no matter how big or how small it might be, you know, a gesture of setting someone up for the next set, or to get on the machine. You know, that might seem very simple, very small, but that compounds, and the next person can see that and pay for it as well. So I agree. But it can be done. It can be done. We just need to all do our part. Man, appreciate that, Joe. Like, well, I think for me, I'm thinking of the 20-year-old version of myself, you know, the 18-year-old version of myself. Yeah, that little helping hand would have definitely changed trajectory of things if it was there. I would have made a lot less mistakes, you know, but I understand this. The mistakes are important. We need the mistakes. But I just realized how important it is for community at the end of the day. You know, that's speaking from somebody who's 42, so the perspective is going to be different. You know, I realize how significant it is. And you start to think back at, if there was more of a community in your life, how much further ahead you would be. Not necessarily even financially, just, you know, mentally, emotionally, how much more mature would you have been sooner having that community. So, and I appreciate that sub. I appreciate that. So I agree. You know, so that's why the workouts, it's deeper than, it's not just about getting swole and getting jacked and, you know, yeah, that's a byproduct of it, right? Like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure try to be in the best shape possible because this is a business card, you know, but it's more than, oh, let me come in here so I could get a bigger chest. No, understand when you get your body right, what that's gonna do to you mentally. Understand how people are gonna perceive you when you walk into certain settings. It makes a difference. The first appearance is something, you know, unfortunately we don't wanna, you know, accept it. Look, the appearance means a lot. People are going to judge when you walk in. And whatever perception they have of you, either your actions moving forward afterwards are gonna prove them right or prove them wrong. You know, but it matters. So why not come into the best version of yourself in any setting? That's why that body is important. That mind, you know, and that mind is important. But we're not talking about the mentality and all of that, because when you walk through the door in your interview or your small business, whatever you're doing, people aren't reading your mind. They're looking at your body. And they're gonna make an assessment based off of what they first see. Before you open your mouth, before any of that, they're going to make an assessment. And what assessment do you think you would have if you came in at the tip-top shape that you can be? And what do you think the assessment would be if it looks like you kept breaking the promise to yourself every year that you're gonna start working out? What do you think the assessment would be? Before you open your mouth, you could be the greatest guy on the planet, all of that. What do you think the assessment's gonna be? What do you think the assumption is gonna be? Then it's up to you to go from there. It's like, what do you do with that? You know, what is the assessment going to be? So I tell everybody, yeah, this gym and this workout, yeah, it's necessary, it's mandatory, it's non-negotiable. Way more than just getting ready for the beach or some cruise. And 14 likes. I appreciate you guys who hit that like button. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's gonna be more than that. Like, I know what I'm gonna look like when I go to the cruise or go to the, that's not a driving force. What's more important to me is when, I work in real estate investments, that's my thing. When I go into a meeting or I go into whatever setting or whatever, I go into whatever place of business, whoever hit that like button, appreciate it. Yeah, I wanna make sure before I say anything, before I open my mouth, I'm letting you know this is the type of time that I'm on. Drew, what is going on, my brother? I want to let people know this is the type of time that I'm on. I want to make sure I'm going to set myself up in the best way possible that I can have the outcome that I want. And I'm telling you, from years of experience, the physique makes a difference, 100%. You don't have to look like you're getting ready for a bodybuilding competition or anything like that, no. But the best version of you. Be above average. Be average. Yeah, I'll be training tonight. Yeah, for sure. Evening jiu-jitsu. It's gonna be a rough one, and it's gonna be warm in there today. Yeah, I probably won't stream from there because I don't want anyone else to feel uncomfortable. All the other students there, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable with the camera on. I do have to be mindful of that, so we probably won't do any streams from there tonight. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see who shows up to my class. They're a little bit more cool with it, but in terms of Friday classes, yeah, it's too many people. I do want to be respectful of that. Appreciate it. Woo! Let's go one more, guys. Are we going, what's been an hour and 30 on this stream? Am I looking at that right? All right, not bad. This might be the longest stream we've had on here to date, so I appreciate you guys. I think this is the longest one. Yesterday was crazy. Yesterday was like, at one point it was like 70 people in here. I don't know how the hell that happened. I don't know how that happened yesterday. It was earlier, which that probably played a factor. But it probably played a factor because everybody was at work and not doing work. I have a feeling about that. I have a legit feeling about that. Like, wait, okay, because it's like it's 1 o'clock right now, so I'm like, oh wait, everyone is at lunch. We are in here. Forearms are fried. Are you kidding me? No, see, this is the time I need to start coming in here. Like now it's like not completely empty, but it's way less people than it was earlier. And I'm not over here scrambling trying to get to a machine. So if I can, yeah, I just gotta get to a different gym, guys. We gotta figure it out. We gotta figure this out. And even now I still have to wait to get on a little ab machine. So let me see what my guy's doing over here. It's crazy. But guys, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep it going. If you guys are here for it, I'm here for it. Like, let me know how we could, let me know what you guys want to see more of, because there's a lot of things on this channel. This channel has gone through so many different iterations. It's crazy. It's been the travel channel. It's been full-on digital marketing channel. It's been a video and photography channel. It's been so many different things because these are things that I have passions on and what I created businesses around. But it's been so many different things. And I want to put it all together. Like I said, what if we did the travel content and every new location that we're in, we're checking out the physical fitness activities of that country or that state. We're checking out the gyms. What if we did something like that? Would that be something, you guys would be interested in? What if we did, hey, we're in this country and we're going to show you guys 5 gyms, maybe visit the Jiu-jitsu academy. Would you guys be up for something like that? We have that option. So, little ideas here, but you guys got to let me know. You guys got to let me know. I think we got something. We could definitely do something. So, because this is, for me, all this is just, I'm just documenting my discipline. Everything that I've been a part of, I just was like, look, I'm not the greatest at it. I don't even know it, but I know I have the discipline that I can stick with this. So I was like, look, if I could learn the systems, we can win. And that's just what I did. I don't even know where I'm walking to. I'm just walking. So I feel like I just want to do more. Do I have an addiction to this? It sometimes feels like it. It sometimes feels like it. It sometimes feels like I really have a legit, I don't even know why I'm playing with myself. I know I do. Well, slow down. That sounded crazy. I know I have an addiction to this. 100%. It's like non-negotiable. Like I'm going to train. I have to train. I need to train. I'm not a good person if I don't train. It's essential. And I'd rather have this type of habit than having a habit in something else, which is just really destroying my body. Exactly. That's exactly the idea that I was kind of having it. That's exactly it. Like a bit of like a podcast, so still doing the live streams, but then I would have just the content itself would be like its own podcast, like a video podcast. So that's an idea that I had, and I can do it, and I have the resources to do it. I could go to these locations and shoot it. So I've been really asking and trying to get like an idea. Would that even be something you guys would be interested in? Is there a lane for it? Because this isn't a gym channel. This isn't a fitness YouTube page. This isn't a real estate YouTube page. This isn't a, travel YouTube page. It's not any of those one things. It's a multitude of different things because I'm into a multitude of different things. I tried finding a niche, and it's like, I don't know if I can find the quote unquote one niche, or the niche is, let me show discipline in just different environments. This is discipline when I'm here. I show discipline in real estate, showing how I've been getting the properties or establishing rental properties. I show the discipline when I'm overseas or out or on vacation, that I still make sure I keep my discipline. I'm still making sure I'm training. I'm still getting up early, despite if I'm in some tropical location or wherever I might be. So I was thinking about that, because that's just literally how I live. Like, that's just how I'm living my life. It's not even me doing anything different. It wouldn't be anything different. That's why we can be on here. We can be on stream for 1 hour and 40. You know, it's no problem because this is what I would do. This is what I would be doing anyway if the camera was on or it's off. You know, I've been in here for 2 hours. You know, and I started the stream 30 minutes afterwards. You know, so that's kind of the idea that I have. I played with that concept before years ago on this channel. The reception was good, but I think it was really me. I didn't stay consistent with it. You know, I know I did. I kind of dropped the ball on that one. I didn't stay as consistent as I should have been on that particular one. And I let it go before the traction really developed. So shame on me for that one. That was definitely my mistake. But now it's a different story, it's a different scenario. I want to revisit it again, you know, it's a better situation and it can be done. So I don't know. I don't know, what do you think? You know, this is where I need the family, I need the community to come in and like let me know. You know, because from what the algorithm and what these analytics are showing, look, I could see people want to see the fitness stuff. They want to see the workout. They want to see the workouts. They want to see the training, right? Cool, I get it. I put gym content out, you know, definitely it tracks. If I put just real estate stuff out, doesn't track at all, right? So, all right, boom, I got it. You guys, I get it loud and clear, but I still want to make sure I incorporate, you know, I want to incorporate more, if that makes sense. So, you know, I really think that the travel, incorporating with the fitness and the I don't know, maybe I don't really see it done too often, but you guys let me know. Because you know, I'm on YouTube a lot. I'm on YouTube very much, and I try to keep my pulse on what's going on. When I see travel, it's very, hey, this is luxury stuff or this is party stuff, which is cool, right? Like I you know, I don't party, but I watch some of that content and luxurious stuff, yeah, I can appreciate it. But I don't see any YouTubers on there, or content creators, I'll say, that are like embodying more of a, yo, I like to work out, I like to lift, like to, you know, lift heavy shit. Like, I don't see that. I don't know. I could do something like that. Now, once again, it requires, now see, piggybacking off of that, I love the idea, absolutely. But now I'm relying on somebody else. You know, I'm relying on somebody else. I literally have to find someone who's like, hey, can you stay consistent for the next 2 workouts? You know, show up on this time, we're gonna get it in. You know, well, I don't think it would be that hard, yeah. Actually, no, I can, you know, no, I get it. I think we could probably do something like that. I think we could. And it would be an easy setup, you know, have the mic set up, like mic them up, I'll be mic'd up. Yeah, we just get a lift in. Maybe from the people from the neighborhood, the local people, or maybe another person who's getting ready to compete, or maybe just a business owner. Like, look, they own a smoothie shop here. Are you trying to get on this? Yeah.
Did you see the UFC fights
Which one?
this weekend?
Yes, sir, of course.
You see the guy from Brazil?
Yes.
That boy.
He's a monster.
He's a monster,
He's next
man.
up. Yeah.
He went off on that dude. Just like, he started to break it.
Yeah. And he didn't get that much damage, so I'm curious to see if he's gonna get back out there. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't let that guy go easy.
Exactly.
If he'd have started in the first round,
It would have been done earlier.
oh, man.
Yeah, and he came out, he seemed fine, not that many injuries, so he can fight again relatively soon. So he'll come back around soon, yeah.
Amanda Nunes and
Yeah, we'll see if she ever comes back, yeah. If she ever comes back. I doubt it. She made too much money and she got a family now.
well, she fought the girl that started this stuff.
Yeah.
What's the name of the white girl?
Kayla had to pull out. I mean, Kayla was ready to fight, but yeah, so we'll see.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Awesome, brother. Good talking to you. Keep it up. You as well. Thank you, bro. Yeah. So that's the idea, guys. But I do like that concept of like, podcast. Yeah, I do like it. It would just be like a video podcast. And the setting could be, the gym, and continue it after a post-workout meal. Yep, and no, the veinous and vascularity. Well, actually, you know what's so interesting? I've been eating a lot of beets in terms of increasing vascularity, which is just really increasing just circulation. But other than that, it's just really making sure heart health is like mandatory. I think that's another thing that, you know, we see what's going on. You know, people are falling out at a rapid pace. You got to make sure the heart health is essential, guys. Now, what's lucky, and I'm so grateful, since I've been doing jiu-jitsu, it forces me to do cardio every single day, even if for whatever reason, okay, it's a bulk season, I'm bulking up. I'm still doing cardio 7 days a week, you know? So it's just a habit for me now to do cardio and to make sure the heart health is, you know, is intact, because it is crazy out there. I won't lie. And you gotta be careful. You know, so to answer your question, if you have great circulation, your body weight is low, then yeah, you'll start to see those veins come out and things like that, which is usually for me the telltale sign that I'm really starting to get leaner, is when we can start getting the veins through the shirt. I'm really big on that. Like, it sounds so corny, I know. It sounds so like, we were talking about ego earlier. It sounds so egotistical, but it's just a good reference point for me. When the vascularity starts to improve and it starts to really poke through the shirt, that kind of lets me know, like, okay, we're getting there. And mind you, guys, I'm not a bodybuilder. I'm not a powerlifter. I'm not competing in bodybuilding. I'm not doing any of that, okay? I still enjoy having cake from time to time, okay? Brownies are still my favorite cheat meal. I love eating pizza. It's just, I'm just disciplined. I just know how important it is to just make sure I just don't break the promise to myself. You know, even my cheat meals, they're calculated. I thought I was leaving. I guess not. I guess we're doing biceps now. I guess we're gonna do bicep curls before we get out of here. We hit calves. You might as well. We hit calves. We hit the forearms. You might as well just hit biceps. But yeah, but I do like the idea of the fitness podcast, travel podcast in that kind of format. I do like that. I do appreciate that. I think it would be unique. And yeah, we could do it. I need to just kind of play with the concepts a little bit more, play with the ideas a little bit more, and figure it out. But yeah, we could definitely do it. Forearms are a wreck. And no, you're welcome. I appreciate you tuning in. But lost over 35 pounds, bro, keep going. You know how hard it is to lose 35 pounds? Like, do you know how it is just to even start? How hard? If people don't understand just how hard it is to like say, okay, I'm gonna start. That's such a task in itself. And why a lot of people don't even tap into like what they're capable of because they don't even get started. So to lose 35, like, it's incredible. So the podcast style because that would even help me out, so I can bounce off of somebody else. Like I don't mind, I can run my mouth all day, but it would be cool to kind of bounce off of somebody else, and we're having an awesome workout, and they're from the neighborhood of whatever country or area that I'm in, so I can kind of get their perspective. And because really and truly, like even when I do travel, it's no problem. I can always find someone who'd be interested to work out with me. Like that's not necessarily an issue. I don't know why I made it seem like it's a big deal. I can find somebody to train with. I just maybe, yeah, there's no excuse on that. So I don't, yeah, it would work. Yeah, it would work. The thing is, I haven't had a training partner in years. Like, I don't remember the last time I worked, no. I mean, I've worked out with people just like little one-offs, but having like a legit person that I train with, I've had that in for a while. It's been like quite a while. Like, I've literally and I did that intentionally because I said to myself, I have to be able to rely on me at all costs. I can't put the reliance on someone else, and it's like, oh, I'm not feeling it today, and relying on them to boost me up, or they're late, or they're not feeling it, and then it kills my energy. So now I'm not that famous. I don't think I'll be able to get Demetrius or any UFC fighter. I don't think they're gonna talk to me just as yet, right? Maybe if I get a little bit bigger, okay, different story. But I would probably have to find, maybe an amateur fighter. I want somebody who's coming up. I could do something like that. But we're still trying to grow this channel. But I appreciate you setting the bar that high. I appreciate that. Trust me, I appreciate it. But yeah, I gotta start a little small. And also, I want to talk about that vascularity for a second too. You got to play with the carbs also, And when I say that, people think I'm saying just go have a crazy carb day. Not at all. But I carb deplete pretty frequently, like the majority of my diet. So when I do introduce carbohydrates, it does have a better absorption rate, which can increase your vascularity and just the pump. When people talk about being flat and things like that, it's just usually low eating, or there's just no fluid being able to get transferred to your muscles efficiently. That's why you need carbohydrates, because it transfers water molecules and it pumps it into the muscle. So you can play with that a little bit. Luckily, I have a Costco membership, so that saves a lot of money. We're killing it, guys. This is no joke. But guys, I think we're gonna call it 18 likes. I appreciate you guys who hit the like button. Guys, I think we're gonna get out of here. We got it in. We got it in today. Almost a 2-hour stream. Two-hour stream almost. Yes, sir. No, it's over here. A 2-hour stream. I think we made it happen. I think we made it happen today. What's up, brother?
Question for you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we made it happen. But I'm really thinking about, so you would be up for like a travel fitness podcast, right? Like you would be up for something like that. Because I asked this question in a few other streams and I'm getting all the feedback. Because I've been seriously wanting to revisit it, I swear to you. I've been wanting to revisit it. And I think now would be a good time. I think now would be a good time to do it. I really feel that way. Now would be the good time I think we could do it. Shoot. I want to do it. I want to do it. I feel like I have to do it. I feel like I have to do it. I just want to try. I just want to see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, then it's all good. 19 likes, I appreciate it. Whoever hit the like button, I appreciate that. All right. Creatine monohydrate is literally the same thing across all brands. It doesn't matter if it's the most expensive brand or what. Just get some creatine monohydrate. Whatever's on sale. But yeah, well, guys, I'm out of here. I appreciate you guys. More on the way. Subscribe, comment.